Hello, we are going to do some Pilates for people who sit a lot, for people who are bending over, staring at monitors, gardening, driving, all kinds of things that people do nowadays. We are going to stretch the front of the body, we're going to strengthen the back of the body, and we're definitely going to strengthen the abdominals because that's what strengthening the core is what Pilates is all about. So you're going to start off by coming down to lying down and just settle in here for a minute. You can rock from side to side, but you just want to feel settled, even on the mat. Walk your feet out a little bit forward because we're going to do some roll-ups, okay? So start with arms overhead. On an exhale, slowly rolling up. You can grab your legs here for support if you need to. Inhale here, a bit of a back arch, and then rolling back down again. Stay broad across the chest here. Exhaling. We're going to do this 4 times to a count of 6, okay? So inhaling, exhaling, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pulling on the knees, arching the back, looking up. Inhaling, exhaling, down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhaling up, arms up, exhaling, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhaling, back arch, and then rounding again. So as we do this, I want you to think about articulating the spine as you come down onto the mat and as you peel that spine away. Don't collapse here, don't grip here. We're doing this slowly because we want to work those abdominal muscles. And also because we want to see, can we get that spine one at a time down on the mat there, slowly, slowly. I think this is our last time. Inhale, exhale up for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and inhale, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can bring your legs in a little bit closer. We're going to go into toe taps. We're going to start off in tabletop. So make sure there's no arch in your back here. Try to press the lower back into the mat like it's glued to the mat as you bring one leg up and then the next, and we're simply going to tap the legs down. Don't forget to breathe. Breathe however you like. No work is being done up here. Chest is open, okay? All the work is being done in the legs. You see the legs stay at a right angle. I'm not doing this with the legs. Breathing. And I'm glued. The pelvis is not moving as I alternate the legs. Last one per side. There we go. You can hug the knees. Let's work the side body a little bit. So grasping the knees, we're going to do crisscross or bicycle. You're going to lift head, neck, and shoulders up. Hands go behind the head, but not grasping. I'm just placing them behind my ears, okay? Let's twist to the opposite knee. I like to breathe out as the knee comes in. The knee's kind of coming in towards my diaphragm, which naturally makes me want to breathe out. And can we get 3 more per side? That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Okay. Hug the knees. Let's keep the feet somewhat close to the buttocks again, and we're going to come up into a hip bridge, all right? And this is a nice way to open up the front of the hips that are often flexed with sitting. So we're going to do hip extensions here. Reaching your arms away so that the shoulders are flat on the mat. Inhale to prepare, exhale, peeling that spine up off the mat. Inhale here. Exhaling down again. We're going to inhale and then exhale to come up. trying to be one long line from shoulders to knees, pushing the knees away, exhaling down. We're going to peel that spine up again, and we're going to hold here, and we're going to do what's called marching in Pilates. If you find this challenging, you can just hold it here, okay? But you're going to lift a leg up to tabletop, bring it back down. A leg up to tabletop, bring it back down. Can you keep these hips level as you work the legs, okay? A lot of glute work happening here, unilateral. This glute is working. And now this one. It's very good to train the glutes that we sit on all day long. Don't forget to breathe. This is the last one. And coming down. Turn the neck from side to side. We're going to go up one more time. My feet have started to sneak away from me, and when the feet are farther away from the buttocks, it's hard on the hamstrings. So squeezing the glutes, and up we come. We're just going to do 10 little pulses here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really squeezing as you do this. And 9 and 10. Hold, hold, hold. Inhale. Exhale, coming down. All right, we're going to come and work on the side of the body in side plank. Nobody likes this. Nobody likes poor side plank. Poor side plank. Okay, you're going to have your legs in a nice right angle again, and the top leg, the foot is going to come in front here. So you see I'm kind of shoulder over elbow, but as I pop up, now I'm really in alignment here, okay? So here I am in a side plank. I'm going to take my arm up. I'm going to be conscious of my shoulder blade flat against the back as I raise my arm and lower it, just for 4. Breathing. Breathing. Don't let those hips drop. Last one. And coming down. We'll do that on the other side. I think you can see more in this position. So legs are at a right angle. The top leg, the top foot comes in front. I'm set up nicely here, and I just pop up, and the shoulder is over the elbow, okay? Nice and broad across the chest, all right? Arm comes up and sweeps over the head and back, over the head and back. And coming down. Okay. We're gonna flip on over to a prone position. So we can do lots of things here, but let's continue with the theme of plank. We'll do a plank prep, tucking the toes under, and really what you want to think about is sucking that navel into the spine. So it's not rounding per se, but you know, our gut likes to sort of hang loose. Just sucking that navel into the spine, drawing in the abdominal muscles. Take a breath in, and then exhale, you're gonna lift the knees. So you see my knees are just the tiniest bit lifted off the mat here, and it looks like nothing, but it's actually pretty tricky. We're gonna hold for a few more breaths here. And come down. You can go into child's pose if you want. We're gonna come back up again. Now this time you can do the exact same thing again, or you can extend the legs for a bit of a challenge, okay? But staying in this knee hover is a challenge in and of itself, okay? So we're gonna lift the knees, and if you like, you can walk a foot back and bring it forward. Walking it back, bringing it forward. Try to keep the hips level. I can't see what I'm doing, but hopefully I'm keeping my hips in the same position the whole time. One more time per side. And down. Nice counter stretch. Okay, again in the prone position here, we want to work the posterior chain of muscles here that often don't get worked when we're slumping forward. So as it is, I'm going to set up for like a Sphinx pose in yoga, and it's lead up to swimming in Pilates. So I'm going to place my forehead on the mat, and in doing that, I'm already doing a nice chin tuck to sort of counteract that forward head posture. So I'm going to start off here. I'm going to press my pubic bone. See how I have a natural curve? I'm going to press my pubic bone into the mat to try and flatten out my lower back, okay? And then on an inhale, I'm just gonna press up and rise up. So opening up through the chest, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Trying to be still, just the legs, the glutes, the lower back are in cement here, just the upper body working. Walk your hands a little bit further back. Pressing up again, can you lift the hands off? If you can lift the hands off and stay here, then you can do the next exercise. For the next exercise, we're going to put the hands above the head, and we're just lifting up and down, up and down. Make sure you're pressing the pubic bone, activating the glutes, trying not to make that lower back sag or curve. All right, we're gonna do one more exercise here, and this is swimming. You can do it as big a move or as small a move as you like. I like to have my arms at an angle and legs at a bit of an angle. If your arms are up here, you can get crunchy across the shoulders, and you don't want that. You want nice, broad collarbones, okay? So we're going to lift the head up on an inhale, and then opposite arms and legs moving, okay? I'm still pressing my pubic bone into the mat. I'm trying not to tweak my shoulders, so I'm making nice small movements for me. Breathing. And the movement you'll notice from the legs, it's not my lower back lifting my legs, it's coming from the glutes. And rest. Okay, pushing back into a child's pose again, just to counteract that position. For the final exercise, we're just going to stand up and rebuild our standing position after the work that we did. So you want to stand with your feet hip distance apart, soft in the knees, not locked out. Roll the shoulders back and down and head straight on top of the spine. We're going to breathe in, lift the arms, and you're going to tug on you're going to grasp with your left hand, you're going to grab your right wrist, and you're going to lean over to the left. I'm doing the opposite of that. Breathe into that side body, keep looking, facing forward, straighten back out again. We're going to take the opposite hand now and tug on it as you lean over in the opposite direction. Keep trying to stand equally on both feet, and you're just flexing out through the side body, breathing into that stretch, and arms come down. Arms are going to go up one more time. We're going to bend over, rounding over a beach ball like this. Shake out, and slowly restack that spine with soft knees, one vertebrae on top of another. Rolling shoulders back and down, chin tucks, and head is on top of the spine. And now you're ready to face the rest of your day. Thanks for spending time with me.